It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we have a beer from the Kernel Brewery. I went out to my local bottle shop and I indulged myself in, not this beer here, indulgence, from Moorslettle in the Netherlands. But no, I went to my local bottle shop and I indulged myself in some Kernel beer. Yes, have I reviewed this beer before? Yes, I have. Many years ago. Have I drank it since? No, I haven't. So I thought, let's pick it up again. I'm a massive fan of this brewery. They just get on with their own things. They're not overly reliant on social media. They're not overly reliant on waving their hands and telling everybody how good they are. You never get a million emails a month from this brewery telling you all about their new beers. They just quietly get on with their own thing, and if you want to go and visit them on the Bermondsey Mile, you're very welcome to go and do so. I highly suggest you do if you're in London, in doing the Bermondsey Mile. Bermondsey, is it Bermondsey? Visit the Kernel Brewery. They are a great brewery. 5.9% ABV. This is their export India porter. Very kind of just looks like it just slapped a bit of brown paper on the side of the label. But it's very effective. Whenever you go to a bottle shop and you see Kernel beers, there's always that kind of, ooh, I'm gonna pick that up. Silver bottle cap, 500 milliliter bottle. I probably paid something like £3 for this. There's no sticker on it. Probably about £3. Maybe £4 at a push. But have a look what you get for that money. Look at that. We got a 2-finger tan coloured head. It's a jet black beer in the glass. Good levels of carbonation as you rock the beer back and forth. Export India porter. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about a strong porter. There's your export. India, that might be New World hops. They might have put some Cascade or some Simcoe or some Centennial or something like that in here. In fact, they probably tell you, don't they? The hops are Amarillo. So it's been brewed with Amarillo. And of course, porter being London porter, so it's dark and black. Aroma. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Got the aroma of a black IPA. Dark, roasty, toasty aromas, but with some New World hops in there. It's kind of aromas of tangerine, chocolate and tangerine, and maybe Terry's chocolate orange. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, wow. Stone the crows. Oh, I wasn't quite expecting the amount of bitterness that's in this beer. It's not just bitterness from the hops. My goodness me. It's a load of kind of like raw, earthy, spicy bitterness from the malt and the hops in the beer. The malt is offering up like bitter dark chocolate. Wow, that is something else. got a creamy, rich mouthfeel. It's carbonated on the tongue. It's roasty and toasty. I can't emphasize enough just how bitter and roasty and toasty this beer is. And again, it's coming from quite a bit of roasted malt here. They've used quite a bit of roasted malt. They've used quite a bit of Amarillo, but it seems like they put the Amarillo in the boil. They put it in the boil kettle because you're getting this. It's quite full on. I'm not going to mess about with you. If you're a fan of more sweeter beers, if you've been to your local supermarket and you bought yourself some kind of chocolate vanilla ice cream stout and you're thinking this might be the same, absolutely no chance. You should probably go back to buying your chocolate ice cream stout from Morrison's, because this is a different beer. It might be the same colour, it might be black, but it's a completely different beer. It's of a completely different class. I have to review supermarket beers because they're very, very popular on the channel. I have to review these ice cream, lollipop, chocolate, raspberry stouts that are in supermarkets. And I hate them. I absolutely hate them with a passion, and you guys know that too. I think the biggest kind of like annoyance for me was those celebration beers that came out a couple of years ago from Vocation. They were awful beers. This is of a different class. This is of a different level. This is a completely different beer. Well, it's beer first and foremost. I think you have to enjoy bitterness to enjoy this beer. If you're a fan of proper roasted malts in your beer, giving you some roasted flavours, then you'll love this beer. If you're a fan of the Amarillo hop, offering up that kind of like, it's like someone's pressing orange peel firmly against your tongue. It's that real kind of strong zestiness that's coming through. Wonderful, just like today. Looking out there today in the garden, sunshine is fantastic. What a difference the sun makes. Hopefully we got all this rain behind us now. We've had the wettest winter for 250 years. It was just announced last week. And it's been awful. It's affected my mood. But then, of course, with all this water, with all this rain, as soon as the sun comes out, look, it's glorious out there. Everything's shining and beautiful. Rating for this wonderful beer from the Kernel. I'm going to go and set out the garden now and drink this. Looks good, smells good, tastes good. Fabulous. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for Real Ale Craft, from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.